Welcome back, basketball fans. We are here at Hall's Gymnasium on the side of West Kentucky Community and Technical College. I got a new running buddy here with me today, Mr. Brent Taylor. He's very familiar with the Paducah area as he is a history professor here at West Kentucky Community and Technical College. So I want him to tell you a little bit about that.
That's right, Jacob. We teach all kinds of history here, European history, American history, Kentucky history. We'll do a little bit of everything, and I expect we'll see a little bit of everything here on the floor tonight.
That's right. We're looking forward to it. Our stars, we played a game last night at John A. Logan. We are a little bit shorthanded after the new year. You will see on our roster a big change in our roster.
Yeah, we've got a short bench, literally and figuratively.
Yes, we do.
Coming on the semester change there. And so it's going to be interesting. We'll have to see if they can gel together.
That's right.
Maybe Coach Chumbler can get something churning with this new roster, and we'll see how they can handle it.
Because, and you think about that, and you think about basketball, it takes time to develop, friendships on the court, knowing what what the other person likes to do, the cuts and things. So this is just our second game, in a sense of the new season, if you will, after New Year's. Columbia State, they are from Columbia, Tennessee. The Columbia State Chargers, they look big and they look long and they look deep.
They are big. If you take a look at the roster on paper, this is a very formidable challenge for the Stars Club tonight. It's going to be interesting. They've got some guys that are going about 6'9". Some of them are listed at 6'10". They've got an entire slew of 6'5" guys.
When I think about that, I think about where is our rebounding going to come from.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to just make the shots. Don't worry about any
Make
rebounding.
the shots, you don't have to worry about it. Absolutely. That's so correct. We're going to take a few minutes break here, and we will be back with the starting lineups. You're watching WKCTC Basketball Action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
After I retired, I needed a purpose. The main reason I came back to school was to be a role model for my son. West Kentucky, they literally guided me all the way.
At West Kentucky Community and Technical College, we offer online classes that are flexible, affordable, and fit your life. Classes to help you make a better life for yourself and your family.
Half of the classes that I took at WKCTC were online. I took those because they were convenient, because they allowed me to go at my own pace, and they allowed me to work.
Online classes can allow you to start or advance your education while you are still working or taking care of your family.
I would say to people that are motivated and disciplined to definitely take some online classes at WKCTC.
We all want to get the most for our money, and no other investment yields as great a return as the investment in education. A recent study shows that West Kentucky Community and Technical College adds value to our region through what it's spending, jobs it provides, and added income made by its graduates. Investing in WKCTC has proven results. Let's do the math. For every $1 a student invests in their WKCTC education, they'll receive nearly $7 in higher future earnings than those without a degree. Higher education is positively associated with lifestyle changes that lead to taxpayer savings and societal benefits in better health, less unemployment, and reduced crime. So total benefits to state taxpayers is over $63 million. This means for every tax dollar spent supporting students attending WKCTC, taxpayers will receive nearly $5.50 in return over the course of the student's working life. In fiscal year 2015-2016, WKCTC employed 549 faculty and staff with a payroll of $21 million. The college also spent another $14.5 million on goods and services. This generated over $24 million in added income to our region, or the equivalent of supporting 578 jobs. During the same year, WKCTC alumni and students generated over $117 million in added income to the community. Together, the local impact of having a strong community college in our region was over $141 million in added income, which means more trained workers, more jobs, and a stronger economy. Do the math. WKCTC is good for the region and good for the state.
Welcome back, basketball fans. We are going to give you the starting lineups for the Columbia State Chargers right now.
We got number 2, Gene Holmes, goes about 5'8". Jaden Stanley, number 4 at 6'7". Jeremiah Alexander, 6'4". Lorenzo McGee at 6'5". And then the big man in the middle, Jamel Cleveland, running about 6'9".
That's a tall lineup.
That's a very tall lineup. I've seen a lot of D1 schools that would like that lineup.
Yes.
Height-wise. And then for our own stars, we've got number 1, Dre Smith. Number 3, Alex Van Hook. He's a 6'5 swing man. We've got 22, Lamont Bell. 32, Al McFarland. And then 52, Jamison Hicks. He's listed at 5'9", but don't let that fool you. He's taller than that.
That's right. Yeah, he is taller than 5'9", and we're going to need to count on him a lot in the post.
I'd say so.
He is our big guy in the middle for sure. Number 52 on your screen. Well, actually, he's not on your screen right now.
He will be. And he's going to have to do his best Charles Barkley impression down there. Move those guys out of that lane.
Number 15 there, 6'10", Jamel Cleveland.
Yeah, that's
against
their
Al
center.
McFarland here tipping off. We'll see how this goes.
Maybe Al can get up there.
That's right.
And tip it away with timing.
That's right. You know, it's also interesting to see what Coach Chumbler is going to start out with defensively. Either man-to-man or zone, I'm sure, of course.
Yeah, we've got to see what they'll do.
We're going to redo it.
Nothing like a do-over.
That's right.
Like a New Year's resolution.
They're not ready yet either.
Here we go.
So number 13, that's their point guard. It looks like Jeremiah Alexander, or number 2's got the ball in. Gene Holmes. And it looks like we're in a 2-3 zone. Hopefully that will help out with our rebounding. But still, you got to go find a man to box out.
Yeah, you can lose a little on that zone that way. But then again, proximity-wise, you're all around there.
Absolutely. Good defense there by Hicks. Want to get that rebound, but just too tall.
There we go.
There.
That's what you got to watch out for, though, that offensive rebounding. They got an extra shot on that, and that could be dangerous.
Offensive rebounding has really hurt us last year back in the fall semester. Could have been a push-off there, but Russ Hall is going to call it on our very own Lamont Bell. His first team first.
Yeah, a little bang-bang play. Maybe could have gone either way.
Yeah, it almost looked like that the Chargers player almost extended, but
living up to their nickname, the Chargers.
That's right. Again in the 2-3 zone, Dre Smith playing defense on Holmes. A lot of these players from the Chargers are from the Nashville area, but we mentioned pregame that one was from Montana, one's from all over.
They've got some really good recruiting reach. You can look on that roster and see Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, you can see Birmingham, Alabama. You see Memphis, Tennessee. You see Montana, as you mentioned. They'll go just about anywhere and get those players in.
I believe that was a kick ball on that last possession. We're scoreless here in the first minute.
Good defense.
Uh-oh. I saw the oop coming. Lamont Bell in the transition. Nice layup.
Yeah, he took advantage of that in transition. Looked really smooth.
Really did. First 2 points goes to Lamont Bell.
That's a good sign for West Kentucky Stars.
First 3-pointer of the game's up and good, and that's going to be Lorenzo McGee. He's one of those people from Atlanta, Georgia.
What was tough about that was you got a 6'5" guy out there on the wing.
Exactly.
That's hard for us to guard.
Exactly. Good defense there by Lamont Bell, but again, another 3-pointers up and no good. You're exactly right. You know, 6'5" on the wing shooting threes, and do we have someone 6'5" on our team right now?
We got some guys on the roster who are 6'5". We might need to bring them in.
Hey, let's talk about their coach. You know, he's got a big name, don't he? Winston Neal.
Yeah, he played down at Georgia Tech, and he's made the rounds being an assistant coach.
That's right.
And now he's got a head coaching gig here at Columbia State. He was Mr. Hustle in his senior season at Georgia Tech.
So I'll bet that translates over to his teams now, for sure.
You know he coaches hustle.
Yeah.
He would have to. I mean, that was what he made his bread and butter with right there.
You don't see that very often.
No,
one of those stuck like that.
No, every once in a while that would happen. We're just lucky we got some guys jump up there and get it. Back when I used to play, none of us could jump up there and get it.
Sit down. You're going to dive. Watch it there. Put your hands there.
So there's Alex Van Hook. He goes about 6'5", so it might be nice to have him in this game at this juncture.
Spin move there by the Chargers. And again, not a second chance opportunity, but they got the ball back and turned it over.
Ooh, lucky on that one. That was just, yeah, I guess such a frenetic play. But we wound up there with a little stoppage play. Get the ball back, get to go, try it again.
I believe they substituted for Darren Howard. He's number 0 for the Chargers. Dre Smith with the basketball for the Stars. Lamont Bell, he has our only 5 points so far of the game. Here he is with another 3-pointer. One and done. Nothing on the offensive glass for us.
Gonna be tough down there with their big center just eating up all those rebounds.
Jamel Cleveland, 6'10", he's from San Diego, California. He's a long way from home right now.
Yeah, like most of those Columbia State Chargers, they've come there to play.
Two, three again out of bounds. Wide open 3 in the corner for someone who just checked in, Howard. So 2 threes for the Chargers, their only point so far.
They're dialed in from long distance right now. That's going to be something we'll have to watch out for, too, for the Stars.
We run into our own player here. Looks like Lamont Bell might have hit knees with Jamison Hicks.
Yeah, they had a little contact. We'll have to hope sure that they're okay. Looks like he'll just walk it off. Everything will be all right there.
I put that last basket as a 3, but it might not have been a 3 for the Chargers. It might have been just a 2.
From here, it looked like it was long. I don't know if they'll take another look at that or not. Sometimes
we're over here in this other corner. We don't really know.
Yeah, we got the 3/4 court view going on here. On that end, it can be a little mysterious. He might have had a toe on the line.
5 seconds. Good defense by the Stars.
That's very good defense. Anytime you get that 5-second call, you know that you're putting some hands in the air. You get your hands up on D.
Winston Neal goes immediately to his bench because in that kind of scenario, your players on the floor is not making good hard cuts to get to the back, get open.
Yeah, you got to help the guy out. You got to present yourself. You got to make sure that they've got somewhere to have to go with that basketball.
Dre Smith again with the basketball. See if we get some type of rotation, some screen, ball screen, something here. Steal for the Chargers. He was really out of control there, and that showed.
Tell you what, we made up for that with a little hustle on the other end. got that rebound.
Nice pump fake by Alex Van Hook. That's going to be a foul on Aaron Whitmore. He's from Memphis, Tennessee, 6'5". Nice little replay here from the guys in the booth.
Yeah, that pump fake is really going to help out, especially when they've got all this length out there. You got to think they want that block shot.
That's right. They want it.
So just put that ball out there, tantalize with the orange just a little bit.
Exactly. Very much so.
Nice like that low-hanging fruit.
That's right. Nice three throw by Van Hook.
Yeah, I'd say Van Hook is going to be a key player for the Stars today.
Off to a great start. 2 free throws. He's 6'5" from Greenville, Kentucky.
Yeah, he's some of that height that we desperately need out there to try to counter some of this Columbia State height. Ooh, there was no closeout, but we got away with it.
Another wide open three, but they got a second chance opportunity. They might call that on Al. Nope, they're going to do Jamison Hicks, wasn't it? 52.
Yeah, there was a lot of action down low there. Probably could have gone on a couple ways, yeah. 2 or 3 different players could have had a foul on that one.
That's going to send John Bolin to the line. He's 6'9", it says, from Harvest, Alabama. 6'9" plus the hair makes him about 7'5".
Definitely. Looks like George Murison out there.
He's exactly right. I like it when he misses free throws, though. 0 for 1.
Maybe that can be an Achilles heel. Although we might want him to make it on this second one, just so there's no rebound.
That's right. Yeah, they could have. A little full court pressure here. Looks like a 1-2-2 press. Rashad Fleming into the game for the Stars. Nice pass inside to Al.
That pass was beautiful. He set him up perfectly with that thing. Bullet pass right down the center of the lane.
P.J. Grooms from Birmingham, Alabama with the foul. Going to send Big Al McFarland to the line from Madisonville, Kentucky, my neck of the woods.
McFarland's going to play a key role today, too, because he's got experience, and this roster needs experience.
Needs some experience right now. Yes, sir. I believe, Al McFarland might be our only sophomore on the team right now. Rashad Fleming is as well.
Yeah, Fleming's got some experience.
Nice take there by number 24, Jaden Lockett.
Looks like a nifty move. Looks like he thought about jamming it and then laid it up there at the last moment as he got a little contact.
A lot of times like here for the Chargers, Winston Neal going with the four-court pressure just to wake his team up a little bit. Because, they've had a long trip here today and get their blood flowing. They might want to do the press and kind of sped us up a little bit there.
Yeah, I bet if you've been on the team bus or they've got a team bus, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to be a little bit of a drive, maybe get the cramps out of the legs after that 3-hour trip.
And this is a weird start time for most people, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Not
it's
common.
A little early, probably, especially if you're more of a night owl type. And then that offensive rebounding once again, just killing the Stars.
That's right. 3 points there for John Bowden. Another turnover. Tried the Euro step, missed the layup. Fleming
caught a little break there with the miss. And then got on the ball for another easy layup.
That's right. Lamont Bell with 7 quick points here for the Stars in early going.
Well, that's a couple of plays like that he's made right now. And he is keeping the Stars in this thing. Looks like a little substitution there for Columbia State. They brought in Cleveland and McGee, it looks like.
Oh, good. Cleveland's back. That's their big guy, 6'10".
Yeah.
That number 15 on your screen.
Yeah, they better run up and down the floor, get him tired.
So what they got? 15 at 16 at 6'10". Oh, they took out the 6'9" guy. Good deal. Good deal. They continue with the press, but we break it again. Lamont Bell with a nice, easy layup.
Opportunistic buckets.
Absolutely.
That's what is going on right now for the Stars, and they've needed every one of them.
take advantage of what the defense gives you.
Some nice defense right there.
Nice hustle there by the Stars, absolutely. Another three-pointer up, no good. Van Hook with the rebound.
A little bit of an error mail there. Turned it over, but that's okay.
He wanted to shoot another three. Nice dish in the paint. Jamel Cleveland.
He's a big load down there
He's
here
sure.
in Paducah, Kentucky today.
He's sure. That's his first basket, but it's going to be first of many, I'm sure. Here comes a dunk. And a timeout from Michael Chumler. We're going to take a timeout with him. You're watching WKCTC basketball action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
After I retired, I needed a purpose. The main reason I came back to school was to be a role model for my son. West Kentucky, they literally guided me all the way.
We're back here at Hall's Gymnasium. Mr. Taylor, I think we've handled the pressure very well so far in the early going.
If you're Coach Chumler, I'd say you are elated to be down 3 only at this juncture and have the ball with a chance to maybe go down and tie or cut it to 1.
And there's a three-pointer up. No good. But yeah, they're putting a lot of pressure on us, and we're staying calm and poised. We are.
Oh yeah, we're playing a really nice game thus far, especially given that they've got the big guy down in the middle, and rebounding is definitely not going to be in their favor. They're playing a nice game.
And we're still in the 2-3 zone. We want to fire out to the shooters, put our hand in their face. Again, they get on the inside. That's the biggest key. Don't let them have a second chance opportunity.
Right now, hustle is making up for lack of size on the interior, and I think they've just got to keep that up this entire time if they want a chance down the stretch to try to win this thing.
Kind of off-balance shot there by Dre. Once the Stars get back on defense, they got somewhat numbers. But again, one and done. Good job, Stars.
That's back-to-back rebounds there for Fleming, and they're going to need some help from him.
Well, that was kind of unfortunate there. He was falling out of balance, threw it in, and it kind of hit Mr. Bell.
That's one of the unluckiest plays I have seen in a long time.
Replay there.
Yeah, the ball was going to careen out of bounds, but just wrong bounce, wrong time, and we're going now Greenway.
And again, we're still 2-3. 2-3 zone, that is. Looking to pack the middle, especially with Jamel Cleveland, number 15, in the paint.
Yeah, we bodied him up a little bit there.
There he was with the ball, but he kicked it out for the 3.
Yeah, big man picked up the assist on that one. He was all covered up down low, kicked it right out.
That 3 was by Jaden Stanley. The second 3 for the Chargers is what I have masked, and everything I say is unofficial. Mr. Gary McLean has the official stats.
That's all right. Those unofficial stats are pretty good, too.
Because I think my points are already messed up compared to the scoreboard. Six-point deficit for the Stars, approaching 11 minutes to go in the first half.
I'd say they need a bucket on this possession.
Absolutely. Rashard Fleming with the fadeaway in the lane.
They nearly got it, but they'll keep possession.
See what we can do out of bounds here. See if we got a play call. I'm sure they're going to stick with man-to-man defense. Almost kind of got a stack for the Stars. Turnover. Left it for number 4, James Stanley. He's got the back-to-back buckets here with the 3-in layup.
That's a really bad turnaround for West Kentucky because they had a shot at getting a bucket. It just barely bounced out. Columbia State went down that other end and got a bucket, and then all of a sudden that's 4 points difference.
Dre Smith stepped out of line, out of bounds down here in the corner. We was able to see that real easily.
Yeah, we had a bird's eye view of that one. Now Columbia State's heading back down there, and the Stars really need to hold here.
PJ Grooms with the basketball up top, number 5 on your screen. And again, they don't have much movement at all against our 2-3 zone. And another turnover. Dre Smith in the open court. Nice,
wow.
Nice block.
Thought there was a wide open layup. Turns out that it was not open after all.
Good rebound by Al McFarland, limiting them one chance. Al sees a lane. Another block. Block, block, block. It's a block party.
Maybe could have been a foul there, but definitely 2 blocks, 2 consecutive trips down the floor. That's that length again, just rearing its head.
It'll take a toll on it throughout the course of the game. Number 14 there, Lorenzo McGee from Atlanta, Georgia. His second 3 of the game. He can shoot. Alex Van Hook has
a
an
good
extra
second pass, yes.
Absolutely. Unable to capitalize.
Good look at that shot, didn't go down, but I'd say that's the formula. Keep it up. If you see that open shot, got to take it.
Lorenzo McGee again. He's made 2. He wanted the 3rd one. But he gets the ball right back. Alley-oop. Oh, nope. I thought he wanted one. There it was. Just took him another extra pass there.
Yeah, and this is going to be a good chance for the Stars to regroup.
That's right.
They kind of gave up a lot of points there, all in a big flurry, but maybe what they can do is just kind of calm it down from here on out.
Absolutely. We can calm down a little bit. That's just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with you. You know, and again, you know, the last time we took a timeout, it was 14-11. A 10-0 run here for the Chargers.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a killer. I'd say right now is where you have to stop that bleeding.
Exactly.
Or else you might end up at the hospital.
You know, it just starts with us making shots, too. You know, we're having some open looks or trying to get to the paint. But, again, you know, they're making those blocks. Pump fake. You know, work around their size somehow.
Perhaps a jump stop. Throw that in there. Make sure they fly by. Then go for it. That might work. Definitely a tall order, though, whenever you're playing this Columbia State team.
Columbia State team, or, you know, anybody with this kind of size, too, you know, that's, you know, that just, you know, on paper that you're outmatched, you know. So more hustle, more, you know, 50-50 balls we have to get, the second chance opportunities.
Yeah, really manufacture points any way they can.
24-11 Chargers right now. They continue in their man-to-man defense.
Looks like we brought in Jonathan Rogers. Maybe a little 3-point shooting spark off the bench, something like that.
A 3-pointer for Jashad Fleming. His first points of the game.
Fleming's doing a nice job out there. He only goes about 6 foot, but he is definitely making the most of things down on the interior.
Exactly.
He's kind of like a small forward of the first order.
That's right. He's banging down there. He is. That's what it takes when you play a team like this. John Bowden, that's point number 5 for him from Harvest, Alabama. Lamont Bell thought about it in the corner. Here's Jonathan Rogers with the ball. Passes out to Fleming. Again, what can we do offensively? How can we get an easy bucket?
We might need to move around a little bit. It looks like we're standing still, maybe getting just a little tired this far through the half.
And like we said, we're short on the bench as well.
Oh, we are. We're missing 2 spots right off the top. And then you got a whole lot of players that didn't play last semester.
It's a nice looking take though by Jafar Fleming, trying to absorb the contact as you see in this beautiful replay.
I think Fleming is trying to answer your call there for what can you do? Do a little up and under dipsy-do?
Yep, that's what he was trying to do for sure.
Yeah, it didn't go in, but he got the foul.
Again, hey, I mentioned pregame that we were going to talk about people's hairstyles. Jashad Fleming's is working pretty good compared to, you know, the Chargers, you know.
I would say he'd fit right in on that,
that
particular squad. Yeah, he's He's got a lot of hair going on
There we
up
go.
there.
Yeah. Nice make on the second one there by Jashad Fleming. 4 points, 1 for 2 at the free throw line.
You know, I actually tried to get my hair to do a Fleming style before I came over here to the game.
Yes.
But I just didn't have enough gel or hair.
You need some more gel.
And hair. Yeah.
You could have got the wig or something, you know.
That's the next step.
You never know. You know, and then if we could get Jamison Hicks to have that, he's already got the shoes to match. He would be styling.
Yeah. It was like he didn't have it up top, so he went down bottom.
Jamison Hicks, number 52 on your screen.
Bright yellow shoes.
Bright yellow shoes.
In case that TV camera isn't picking that up, that is yellow.
And he's got a big old foot, too.
He's going to work on the low block.
He knew we was talking about him, gives us more opportunity to talk about his shoes at the free throw line. Nice replay here by Brandon in the truck, as I like to say. We'll give a shout out to everybody behind the camera that makes us look so good. Lawrence Johnson, Caleb Buford, Dan Shepard, Brandon Story. They do all the stuff that nobody else wants to, and that we get to watch a game today. So thank you guys.
Yeah, our guys make the shots and they take the shots.
That's right. Exactly. There's your view right there on your screen. Number 2 is Jonathan Rogers. Number 15, Jamel Cleveland. A little bit bigger.
They do seem to have calmed down ever since that last time out. They have held their own since then, but now they got to find a way to cut into this lead a little bit, down 10.
Starts here on the defensive end, only allowing 1 shot.
And that's a tough matchup down there. Fleming's playing their center.
Oh, he walked. Good
giving
call.
up about 9 inches there.
Yes, that's a big advantage.
Yeah, Cleveland, he is definitely head and shoulders above some of the other players on the floor right now.
Continuing with the little soft 1-2-2 press. We get the ball in the middle, and that's how you break it. A little out of control there by Jonathan Rogers. Up ahead to number 13. That's a big-time dunk right there. Jeremiah Alexander from Antioch, Tennessee. He's 6'4", but oh my goodness. Here comes another one.
Then he got the steal and the assist on the other end. He just had a whole game's worth of activity there in 2 plays.
Right there. That was Lorenzo McGee. He's a three-point specialist with a two-handed flush. That little sequence of event there, you could really see the pressure of the Chargers impacting the game.
Yeah, kind of caught the Stars flat-footed on that one, and we'll have to see if they can respond.
Number 3's in for the Chargers. I haven't seen him much today. Quay Brown. He's got a nice-looking hairdo. Kind of like a flop over. I like that.
Yeah, every substitution you get a new stylist.
Yeah, neat. Well, see, 14's got the bun, 13's got the ponytail, and 13's got more of the, afro type look, like the Jashad Fleming's. But we got our own Jay Smith. He got the ponytail.
And a really super slick move there to get the layup right off the glass. Kissed it off there perfectly.
Yes, it sure was by Jay Smith. It's great. It's important to get him going. Only his first basket.
He's going to try for it again.
This will help.
Oh, just barely missed it.
Come right out of the shoe.
And he got a second chance at it and a third chance at it. The fourth chance eluded him, though.
Call a foul here. Number 2, Gene Holmes from Nashville. He came right out of his shoes. You see this replay.
Yeah, that's one of those ankle-breaking, shoe-losing moves.
That's right. Came right out of his shoes. Well, the point guard here, P.J. Groom from Birmingham, Alabama, he's got some nice purple shoes going and some really short shorts.
That's coming back.
It really is. It really is.
I never did quite understand the long shorts because you're playing basketball and you're trying to move around and everything. Mm-hmm. Maybe not as short as they were in the 80s, but a little bit longer.
You can't really go between the legs or anything like that. That's a very good point. 10 points for McGee. Nice looking stroke. He's number 14. Almost had that steal right there. And they're off again. They're charging away. Another second chance opportunity there for Lorenzo McGee, a 6'5 freshman from Atlanta, Georgia.
And that's another one of those turnarounds where it looks like the Stars had a layup opportunity. It just bounced out of there, and then it was off to the races the other way, and they converted. Makes for a big difference in that scoreboard.
Nice take by Lamont Bell. 11 points for Bell. He's really keeping us in this game a little bit.
He's doing everything that he can. He is making a living down there, carving up that lane, getting all those layups.
PJ Grooms off the mark. Jashad Fleming with the board. Limiting the one shot. I like that. Now see if we can capitalize on offensive end. Al McFarland goes to the left side and draws a foul on Cleveland.
That's another way that they can try to counter that side, because what he did, he got under there, he did the reverse layup, used the rim there to try to help out, block out Cleveland and that long arm.
Try to give him in foul trouble. Good rotation on the basketball by McFarland. 4 new players here for the Chargers.
Mass substitution.
Number 21, John Bowden. He's got a nice hairdo. He's like really poofy.
It definitely helped out on that one. Maybe a little extra.
That's right.
Little extra oomph on the block out.
That's what he
corral
needed.
that rebound.
The extra hair. 0 up again. That's Darren Howard. He's got 5 points from Harvest, Alabama, 6'2". Bell trying to dribble his way out of traffic. Just under 4 minutes here in the first half, down by 16 points.
Stars need a few points.
Bell kind of out of control there. Looks like numbers again for the Chargers. They look like they was out of control there, but still able to put it up in the end for number 24, Jaden Lockett from Nashville. He's got 6 points.
Yeah, just at the last moment there, he was able to get that thing back under his command, put it right in.
Nice replay here by Brandon. Nice take by Al McFarland.
Yeah, the Stars haven't lost their aggressiveness. They're still taking it right down the teeth of the defense every single time. It's just going to be really tough down in there.
It sure is.
There's a lot of arms, a lot of tall branches and twigs sticking out of there from all that tall timber.
Gonna stay with the Stars here. I like that sequence. I like that sequence. Yes, sir.
If they can cash in on this, they're going to be in pretty good shape.
But this is looking for a 5-point opportunity. Nope. Ben Bell, that was.
And a wide open shot, just couldn't connect.
And, you know, sometimes you see that he came right off the bench and shot that 3. Sometimes you need a little time to get your blood flowing or get, you know, acclimated to the game.
Been a while since warm-ups, too. You hadn't felt that ball in those hands for several minutes. And just wasn't quite like you remembered it.
Darren Howard with the missed 3, number 0 there. Jashad Fleming up ahead.
Really nice hesitation move on that one. That's another thing. This is our theme for the day, I guess, is how you can shoot over all these long arms. And that was a little stutter step hesitation where he kind of got down in the lane, a little bit of a Euro step-like move.
Get them off balance, you know. Anything we can do. Just Jashad Fleming 1 for 3 at the free throw line.
It definitely wasn't clear which direction he was going with it.
That's right.
And it gave him just a little advantage to put it on,
Jashad Fleming with 4 points, but he is only 1 for 3 at the free throw line. See if he can change that. And he does. 5 points from the Morganfield native.
like Columbia State was slowing it down a little bit on there. Maybe they're going to milk this clock till we get to half.
Very well may. They are up by 13 right now.
Because we've seen where if they've had one little problem, it's been where they get into a hurry on a shot and then we come down the other way and get a layup.
Yep. 21 John Bowden at the line. He's got 5 points. 1 for 3 at the free throw line now. He is the only Charger that has attempted a free throw in this game. And this will be number 4.
That's a little bit unusual because they've played down inside. They've got some dunks. Yeah. And they've kind of rumbled around down there a little bit.
Maybe almost too quick for us to foul them. I don't know.
Some of that's been true. They've kicked it out for some threes.
Yep. 2 for 4 at the line for Bowden. Lost that. You see the Charger player on the floor there.
But he might have slid out of bounds.
Yeah, I think that's what he called.
Okay.
Be the Stars ball.
Nice hustle, but the momentum just carried him right on across that line.
We're going to get a towel over there and wipe up some sweat. Sometimes a corner inbounds like that can be really difficult to get the ball in bounds, but I don't think they're going to have that much pressure here.
Yeah, you don't have all the usual angles.
Russ Hall doing a great job cleaning up that sweat.
That's why they pay him the big bucks.
That's right. He knows what he's doing. Break the press pretty easily. We've been able to do that for the most part. Out of bounds there on John Bowden.
Yeah, really. Sometimes you see that press and you see just turnover after turnover after turnover after turnover, and the Stars really haven't fallen into that trap. They've given a couple up, but I expect most teams and most clubs would do that.
Exactly. Very much. Lamont Bell thought about the 3. Take it inside. Think it definitely got altered if not blocked. Grooms straight down the lane. Missed the layup, but will be going to the free throw line for his first points of the game. .207 remaining. PJ Grooms at the free throw line. He is from Birmingham, Alabama. 6'4" freshman with purple shoes.
With that yellow Nike swoosh.
That's right.
A very colorful display down there. And then if you look north just a way, he's got that tat all the way.
Yep, all the way
up that calf.
But just on the left side. See, we're very observant people over here, you know. Alex Van Hook between the legs, faking out Ben Bell. Alex Van Hook thought about the 3, stepped inside. I think that's a great shot for him.
He had a nice pump fake, just wouldn't go down for him in the end. Nice touch on it as well.
Number 21, John Bowden, that's 8 points for him.
Yeah, that's another easy one for Columbia State.
Another turnover.
That's not going to help anything. They're playing a little 5-on-4 right now.
And, ooh, Jonathan Rogers went up and got to pitch that ball.
Yeah, that's a pretty good defense there. If it's going to be pretty much a 90% shot, then you say send him to the line and see what kind of percentage he can shoot there.
Exactly. It sure looked like he was going to dunk it, but kind of altered that. There we go.
And so far, the Stars saved a point with that defense. Looks like Bell went out and Alexander came in for Columbia State.
Missed both free throws there by Bowden.
So mathematically, pretty good D.
That's right. Good sequence there for the Stars. Take the foul. Give the defense of another turnover.
Yeah, that full court press is now starting to pay dividends for Columbia State.
The last basket was Jeremiah Alexander. 4 points for him. Nice take by Lamont Bell again.
Broke the press and then broke their hearts with that little layup off the glass.
That's right. Love it. Lamont Bell going to the line for a three-point opportunity. You know, he's been in attack mode this first half.
He has been and showed no fear going down in there. Decided that he was going to get that layup, and that's what he did. Plus converted it into a three-point play.
16 points for Lamont Bell. Unofficial, of course. Stars play 2-3 zone this whole first half, down by 16. Another three by number 13, off the mark just a little hard.
Stars are going to have a chance here.
Too big inside there by the Chargers.
Yeah, Rogers got on that offensive glass, which was nice, and then there just really wasn't anywhere to go.
Where was he going to go with it? Yep, exactly. It's going to send Bowden back to the line. He's only 2 for 6 there this evening. That's the guy we want there, I would say. And, of course, he makes it when I say that.
That's all right. There's 2 of those things.
That's right.
He could still miss one and show you to be an incredible genius.
That's right. He can still miss it.
Bolden with those bold pink socks, too.
Yes.
Really nice pass there, setting up Fleming beautifully with that assist from Rogers.
Just off the mark before the half. That's going to send the Chargers to the locker room with a 16-point lead. We're going to come back with some halftime action. We'll talk about things you might be able to change and do things differently, and also be back with Gary McLean. You're watching WKCTC basketball action.
One of the things that was valuable to me with the education I received with mechanical engineering is problem solving. I use problem solving every day, whether it be dealing with a personnel issue or whether it be dealing with something that's failed within the facility. Some of the reasons I came to WKCTC were, for one, the affordability, but then also the fact that there's fewer distractions here. My degree with WKCTC has been able to improve my life significantly because of all the extra resources that were available to me and a lot of the things I've been able to accomplish that I wouldn't have without this degree.
Welcome back, basketball fans. It's halftime here at Hall's Gymnasium. Well, Mr. Taylor, I told you I was going to get it wrong eventually.
It was just a small. You didn't even go with the wrong name. It was all right.
You know, the Chargers there, they, you know, in the early going, you know, it was pretty back and forth. But then they kind of turned on the pressure with the 1-2-2 press in a sense, and really kind of we folded a little bit.
That press really gummed up the works for the Stars. They handled it well on several occasions. There were several occasions, though, where they didn't handle it as well.
Exactly.
And those turnovers were just turning into 2-point buckets. and then more 2-point buckets, and then more 2-point buckets.
Just kept on, and dunks, and dunks.
Yeah, you do that 8 times, and then you get a 16-point deficit.
Exactly.
That's really been the story of the
really
whole
what
time.
happened.
Yeah, and the length as well. You go through that lineup again. You see 6'9", 6'8", 6'5", 6'5", 6'5", and then the Stars are going to counter with a lineup that might be 6'5", 6'2", 6'2", 6
It'll
foot.
eventually take a toll on you.
Yeah, there's just certain trips down the floor. Your arms are not going to reach up there and grab that ball, and their arms are going to reach up there and grab that ball. And then that's going to be second chance opportunities, or it's going to be a trip up the floor for them. And really, that's not going to be a way to hang into this one.
That's right. You know, in times like that, and when you describe everything that just happened, you know, and the length and everything, Coach Chumber's in there saying right now, box out somebody, put your body on them, make them go over the back, and get an offensive or over the back call. But still, that's so hard to do in a sense. And without Lamont Bell on the offensive end, it wouldn't be near this close.
Now, Bell was clearly in a mood to score today. Just no question about it. He put on his shoes and said, you know what? I'm going to take that ball in there, and I'm going to put up a layup.
And he did a lot. He did.
It might get blocked. Who cares?
That's right.
Maybe I'll get the foul call. Maybe I'll get my 2 points. But he was definitely making sure that the Stars had some kind of chance in this game. And they still do have a chance. When you're talking 16 points, that's not an impossible comeback to make.
Not at all.
By any means. You know, a few baskets in a row, and pretty soon the game's right back into hand.
Exactly.
And I think they're within striking distance. They were doing some of those things that we discussed about the shot fakes, the Euro steps, maybe go reverse layup. All those things that you can do to counter that length.
Yep. Absolutely. And, you know, what we can change differently, what we can do differently in the second half, I don't know if we're going to go to a man-to-man defense or anything, but that might be something Coach Chumber, you know, plays with a little bit, because we've been in 2-3 zone the whole time. So, who knows?
Hey, why not go man?
You never know.
I mean,
that's right. Hey, we'll be right back after this short break with Mr. Gary McLean with the official stats. You're watching WKCTC basketball action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
Welcome back, basketball fans. We are here with the Mr. Official Stat Guru, Mr. Gary McLean.
As he rolls his
I always like to
eyes.
say everything that I say is unofficial, and what Gary says is right on point. And, you know, you mentioned that it was a lot easier to keep track of today's score, and not necessarily because it's a low-scoring game for us, but because there's not near as many fouls
That
being
has
called.
helped a whole lot this time, let me tell you. And at the same time, the score is lower than usual, and so it's not, constantly just almost like watching a tennis match. It's not like that today. So,
and sometimes it is like a tennis match here, isn't it?
It really, really is.
And about 60-something fouls, but you mentioned only 19 fouls so far in the first half.
That's good. That's very good.
Pretty good defense.
Yeah,
so.
I like it.
So let's go with the Chargers.
Let's
go with
the Chargers first.
How about
All right,
that?
Columbia State Charger. We got Darren Howard. He has 5 points. We had Gene Holmes played. We had Jaden Stanley had 5 points. We had PJ Grooms with 1 point. Ben Bell got in there at the last of the game for the first half, and Jeremiah Alexander, he had 4 points. Lorenzo McGee, he had 12. Jamel Cleveland, he had 4. We had Aaron Whitmore did not score. John Bolden had 10, and Jaden Lovett, he had 6 for a total of 47.
They didn't really shoot a whole lot of free throws either, did they?
No, let's see here. They only shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, this one
Bolden shot
4,
everything.
6, 8. He shot 8 of them, and then only one other player, shot one at all.
He wasn't very good at shooting them. So.
No, he had about 4 of 8. But anyway, all right. Then we had for West Kentucky, we had Dre Smith. He had 2 points. We had Jonathan Rogers got in and played, did not score. Alex Van Hook had 2 points. We had Jashad Fleming had 7. Lamonte Bell, which he's high man. He kept us definitely in the game. That's for sure.
Without him, where would we be?
We wouldn't be looking pretty at all on that part. But Al McFarland, he had 3 points. But Jameson Hicks, he had 1 point, 31 points. Like I said, we had 8 fouls and they had 11, so wasn't too bad on that part.
That's right. Well, we're just going to try to stop the bleeding a little bit here in the second half.
Yeah, let's see if we stop it just a little bit and pull on in there just a little.
That's right. Hey, we'll talk to you after the game, okay,
all right.
Gary?
We'll see you then.
You're watching WKCTC basketball action.
I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps. I got out and I still didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. And then I started looking at the machinist program here at West Kentucky. One of the things that I found that was at West Kentucky that wasn't at the other universities, they want to see you succeed and go on to be successful in your career. Coming back to college when you're 34, it's outside your comfort zone. But I was able to get in here and get comfortable and meet guys that are going through some of the same things that I'm going through.
And we're back here. Hey, that's a great shot of that new camera we got on the backboard. That's only about 2 or 3 games old. I like that camera up there.
That thing is going to give you the inside scoop for all those inside plays.
That's like big-time college basketball right there. I like that.
I would say so, yeah.
And you can really see that they're not hitting anything. I like it.
The next thing you know, we're going to have a blimp floating around with the blimp cam. Well, way up top.
That's right. You know, and this is not the only thing going on in Paducah tonight. I'd like to mention Old Mustang Madness. I think that's been going on for a few days now, and we was talking about the famous people that's been there.
That's a big deal.
It really is. You know, I heard that
LeVar Bell,
yes,
spotted at Pizza Warehouse,
yeah,
bringing the big baller brand to Paducah.
Knows where the good food's at. And also, there was like 3,000 people at McCracken County High School last night watching basketball. And that's just great for this area. It's great for Kentucky sports. It really is. I love it.
That's one thing about this area. If we will produce a good basketball show, the crowd will come.
They know. And we've had a lot of good high school teams coming to that. So it's great for the community. And great for people, just basketball fans in general. It really is.
Yeah, man. This area loves basketball. There's no secret about that. I hear tell that we are more devoutly in tune with certain teams in Lexington than people who are in Lexington.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and I've seen personally. I mean, I remember when. We had campaign, and we were ranked number 9 down at Murray State. And those tickets were hard to come by. And that's a big arena.
Yeah, absolutely. And, there's a big old point guard at Murray State right now, John Morant, too. So if you haven't seen him, go out and see him play. If you haven't seen your Stars play, come out to Hall's Gymnasium this year. The next home game for the Stars will be Tuesday night at 7 o'clock as we play Dyersburg State, I believe, because we mentioned we're going through the Tennessee teams.
Yeah, we're going to make a run through all those Tennessee community colleges. That is for sure. It's not just the KCTCS system anymore.
That's right.
That's one thing I have noticed about this squad is that the scheduling has gotten better and better and better, playing better teams.
They really have.
Bigger names.
When I played here several years ago now, 3 or 4 or 5 years ago now, we didn't play this type of competition. We might only have, just a few on our schedule, but, Coach Chumber's done a great job. Every team that he plays is,
they're a legit
Division
squad,
I, junior colleges, and that's great for this program. It's great for, this community to see that, for fans to come out and watch a good team like this as well. Decent crowd here for a Saturday afternoon game. I've seen more and I've seen less here.
For sure, yeah. And really, kind of an odd start time, and we're in the institutional closing phase of the school. We haven't really opened back up for the semester yet. So I'd say, given all that, this
students
is a nice
aren't around
crowd.
Really. Yeah, exactly. Well, we're about 30 seconds to, throwing the ball and bounce here, but I bet you we might start a little bit earlier. Right here for the second half, and I want to see what kind of changes we make. See what Coach Chamber changes, and and that might just be starting with to continue attacking the basket and trying to get them in foul trouble.
Oh, they have to do that. That's the only hope, is just keep going back in there. If you get blocked, just forget that it ever happened. Get that amnesia and take it back in there a second time. If you get blocked, take it in a third time.
Exactly. Keep going. You got nothing to lose. Down 16. Let's make a mark of that and see what it is at the end of the game. Jump ball? No, they're going to call a foul there on Jamison Hicks.
A little bit of a tough call. He was on offense down there and kind of taking a little bit of abuse, but that's the way those go. They go either way sometimes.
Absolutely. Looks like the Stars will be 2-3. And again, I assume, I don't know everything, I assume that's just to pack the paint.
Keep as many bodies around that potential rebound as possible.
We have as many bodies around that Jamel Cleveland, too.
That's it. He is definitely the man of the hour down low. He's reaching up just a little higher than everybody else. Although on offense here, Hicks is giving him a little bit of a push shove job down there.
He's giving everything he wants. Al McFarland with the basket, 6 points.
That's what the Stars want. They want to get in there, just keep on manufacturing those points whenever they can. Nice defense there.
Very good. Only one shot.
Yeah, that's a very important point.
Bell looking for the step back. Oh, I think that might have been. He came from out of bounds. I guess he established himself in bounds.
Yeah, probably just got in under the wire.
Almost looked like a shove there. Bodies everywhere on the floor.
Yeah, the refs were letting him play a little bit. Now we're going to bring Fleming back in.
He was a nice little spark for us in the first half. Going to the basket and getting some easy points.
And more than that, he was rebounding.
That's right, yes.
And we've got to have those rebounds if anything's going to happen in this game.
3-point basket there by number 4, Jaden Stanley. That's his second.
Yeah, that's a good looking shot. He could probably do that all day.
5 3-pointers for the Chargers. There he is, that nice little jumper. Alex Van Hook, 4 points. His first field goal.
And speaking of Van Hook, half the crowd here is his family. They were filling up the stands.
And that's great to see too, just because you're from Paducah, you're from, well, no, he's from Greenville. They made a little trip, didn't they? They did. Not quite sure who scored that last bucket there. Number 13's got a point.
Yeah, that's Alexander with Columbia State. Got that quick little 2-point turnaround.
Good pass inside by Van Hook.
That's one adjustment that Chumler has seemed to make here. We're playing a little more inside out rather than passing it around 4 times on the perimeter and then a slash in.
Yes.
Maybe that could be the secret here to dissecting their defense just a little bit.
And it seems like we're feeling pretty good about ourselves so far in the second half, and they've actually increased it by 5 points already. Good ball club down from Columbia, Tennessee.
Yeah, they're definitely playing at the top of their game. They're hitting all those long distance shots. They are definitely doing what their coach is asking them to do on defense.
P.J. Grooms with the basketball. Number 13. I think they might call a walk on that.
Yeah, it looks like Stars are going to try to break this press again. A little bit of pressure there in that backcourt.
Here's the dunk. Oh, no, he didn't jump high enough.
Just pulled up for the layup there at the last minute.
P.J. Grooms with the bucket.
So until the Stars demonstrate that they can break this press, which they did nicely on that play.
They did.
They're going to see it over and over again.
For the rest of the game, I'm sure. Lamont Bell.
Here we go.
Nice Euro step.
Once again, Lamont Bell doing what he does best, taking it straight down the teeth.
He's done it very well today. Number 14, that's McGee. He was kind of caught fire there in the first half. Out of control pass there by Lamont.
It was a really nice thought, though. If I'm Coach Chumler, I'm not going to ride him too hard about that one. It was the right place.
That's right. He had his head up. He was looking. That's what he wanted. So.
Yeah, so just the brakes on that one. Sometimes they get away from you.
20-point lead here for the Chargers, approaching 16 minutes to go in the second half. And another steal. There's been a bunch of turnovers for both sides. Sloppy basketball almost.
A little frenetic. The press is part of that. The press just gets, even the team that presses gets a little out of sorts.
Exactly. Because they play fast too. Jashad Fleming right down the middle.
Oh, a beautiful, beautiful move. That little hesitation again. Definitely that's going to work for him. And I expect he'll keep on going right back to that well until it runs dry.
Got him for 9 points. Nice little game here for Jashad.
Yeah, he's doing a little bit of everything, which is just perfect. You want to be one of those stat-stuffing stars.
That's right.
Not just one of those scoring stars.
Bowden inside again. Another example where the height, 6'9" inside. Van Hook with the skip pass to Jashad. See what he can do. Wants to drive again. Van Hook just a little short on that one. He just made a jumper not long ago, but a little short.
Yeah, the one he made was a little bit closer in, maybe from the elbow, about 15, 16 feet out. That one's a little bit longer there. Maybe coming off that last shot that he made, just didn't quite have that three-point feel.
Darren Howard back into the basketball game for the Chargers. A little more pressure up top by the point guards here for the Stars on defense. So unfortunate there. John Bowden again with the easy basket.
Yeah, we probably committed a foul along the way there too. And then once again, that press just turns it over, ends up in Slam City.
They're going to take a timeout. Let's take one with them. You're watching WKCTC basketball action. You know, there's a 16-point deficit at halftime, right? 16-point?
Yeah, that was right.
Keep it here.
And it's ballooned up to 24 now. That's
8-point lead.
Starting to feel like maybe things are slipping away.
It really is, you know, and there's still a lot of time, though, when you're thinking about it. If we could just knock down some threes. But, you know, in the past, Stars teams have really wanted to shoot the threes a lot. And this is not really Coach Trumber's team to shoot a lot of threes. Even last semester when we had more players as well, you know, not really our game. And we might need to make it our game.
Well, I guess that just depends on if they're going to drop or not.
That's right. You want to make them if you shoot them.
If they're not going to drop, then I do like this plan of just attack, and when in doubt, attack, and just take it right down the gut of the defense and just see what happens. Maybe you get the foul call. Maybe you get the bucket. Now, that would require some stops on the other end, which is the other problem.
That's the biggest thing, too.
And it's going to require drying up the turnovers.
Yep.
The turnovers in the second half, I don't know, maybe fatigue is starting to set in a little bit. Maybe we're getting a little tired with the passes, or just a little tired of dealing with this press every play. That is mentally exhausting.
It really is, because it's always going to be there.
And once again, it is the same result.
13, Jeremiah Alexander, Antioch, Tennessee.
Yeah, he's made a pretty good game of it in this half as well. And he's going to go one more.
They're going to call that and one for number 21, John Bowden, 6'9", Harvest, Alabama. Never heard of Harvest, Alabama, have you?
I haven't either, but I was just thinking how that was the NBA-style continuation here at the community college level, baby.
It's really not. I really think that was supposed to be continuation, but they called it. Maybe the referees want to, if they called it on the floor, well, no. I don't know how they're supposed to call it.
Bell came up just a little short on that last layup attempt. Ooh, and once again, it turned into a three.
Jaden Stanley
from downtown.
He's from Montana. He shot that one from Montana.
He sure did.
Jay Smith with the floater inside. 30-point lead for the Chargers. Kind of blew up just like that.
That was quick.
It really was. Only 6 minutes in the second half.
It was kind of quick, ballooning up there to 24 at that plateau, and then it was really quick, getting all the way up to 30.
Jeremiah Alexander with the missed three.
And Coach Tumbler probably has to be disappointed at that because there wasn't a white uniform within about 20 miles.
Yeah, not even close to contesting that shot.
No. And it's not like you want to let him shoot them either. Alexander is already on record as making those, so.
Yes, sir.
Got to get out there. Got to make that closeout.
I think they're just wanting a little bit more right now. They're going to the basket. My Goodness gracious, what a dunk by Jeremiah Alexander. He's been everywhere the ball has been.
We just got 2 tickets to Dunkville on that one.
My goodness.
And it was a tip jam out of this world here at the Starship Hawes Gymnasium.
He was up high for that one. See what the Stars can do here. Columbia, again, man-to-man. Continue to put on the pressure. 34-point lead. That's going to cut into it a little bit there by Jashad Fleming, his second three-pointer of the game.
Fleming was doing his best James Harden impression on that one. He looked like he was going to drive it in there, and then a little step back right at the end for the splash.
Again, remaining in the 2-3 zone. John Bowden, too easy there for Columbia State.
Yeah, that's just another point-blank attempt, and that's going to be about an 85% shot.
Every time.
In that case, the odds are not with you.
No. Going to be Columbia State. They're going to run their play called X out of bounds. I bet they cross. What do you think?
That's a pretty good likelihood.
I bet they cross. Yep, kind of. Howard with the basketball up top. He's made one before. He's made another. Number 4, Jaden Stanley. That's his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Well, we can't accuse him of false advertising. He's got a 4 right on his jersey.
Yeah, you know it.
But he was really wide open out there.
Threes. Intentional foul here. Going to be called on the Stars. Looks like it might be on Al McFarland. You know, in this type of scenario and this type of game, you don't want it to get chippy. You don't want it to get out of hand. You don't want a fight to start. You know, and it was just an intentional foul that they didn't want to just an open fast break dunk. I understand that for the Stars, but a lot of times in games like this, I don't know, knock on wood somewhere, sometimes somebody might get hurt. You know, it always seems to happen like in a game like this. So hope not.
That press would be frustrating to play against. And then you can see maybe at the end of the game, after it's worn on you and worn on you and worn on you, you might be in a little bit of a danger of that. So far, we haven't seen any signs of it. It's been a lot of good sportsmanship out there.
Absolutely.
But maybe something that you just don't want to have happen for sure.
Exactly. You know, and you got a lead like this, 36 points, you don't need to be pressing. But, you know, people have their own style. So, who knows? We'll be interested to see if they stay in that press.
I might expect them to play it for maybe a few more minutes and then call off the dogs at the very end, something like that.
McGee again for number 14. And they're going to stay in the press here.
Yeah, from a coaching standpoint,
you want to play your game.
Yeah, if you're Coach Neal, I wouldn't fault him too much for that. Ooh, there's a lot going on underneath. And just not quite there for the Stars.
And again, there's McGee, who just hit that three-pointer. Good guy bounce here. Number 24, Jaden Lockett is going to be taken out of bounds. Right down the middle. Too easy for the Chargers. Too easy.
Yeah, just a little kiss right off that glass and going to the line for an extra one on top.
Aaron Whitmore, that's his first basket of the game. Looking to make it 3 points. He is from Memphis, Tennessee. 6'5". 41-point lead for the Chargers. 16-point lead at halftime.
Yeah. Columbia State's almost looking like they're going for that positionless basketball thing. Where everybody's in that 6'5" to 6'9" range.
Lamont Mill.
Oh, in and out. It's one of those just little heartbreakers.
That was a long three-pointer. It sure was. Nice take there by Gene Holmes. His first basket of the game. He's from Nashville, Tennessee.
Once again, they just went right to the door, opened it up, let themselves in, scored 2 points.
Room service. Good call there by Russ Hall.
Yeah, one of those more obvious calls.
That's right. Again, a wide open 3 in the corner. Cleveland with the rebound. Too easy.
The old adage is you can't coach height, and right there, the ball just came right to those big old hands. Cleveland with 2 points.
Only one shot here for the Stars. Winston Neal telling them to slow up just a little bit. Maybe run some of that clock. 46-point lead. And an illegal screen, it looks like. Uh-oh. As the basketball goes underneath the bleachers, it's a disaster. You got to get somebody underneath there to get it. Oh, good job.
Some good civic duty performed.
She got it.
Out there in the crowd.
It was always the worst when you was here and the ball goes underneath the bleachers. You had to go find it.
Yeah, draw straws to see who's going to climb under there.
See if Lamont Bell can get open for an open shot here. He was our player in the first half. Jashad Fleming also coming on strong here in the second half as well as the first half. No good. You see Jameson Hicks having an impact down low. Got the offensive rebound. Nice up and under.
A nifty move for the big man, getting under there, but also using that rim to shield the defender.
That's right.
Reverse layup.
First field goal of the game. He's got 3 points. Stolen right away by the Chargers. Lamont Bell just now getting up on the other end of the floor. Still not into your screen on the TV. There he is.
Yeah.
Not sure if he got hurt on that play or what.
He took a pretty big spill. Now he's going to come out of the game for a minute. They're going to bring Van Hook back in. He's a little ginger over there, but he still looks to be okay. I think he'll kind of rub it down, stretch a little, walk it off, rub some dirt in it.
That's right. McGee with another open look. 17 points for Lorenzo McGee. Another point for Lorenzo McGee. We're going to take a timeout. Let's see if we can take a timeout with them. We're watching WKCTC basketball action.
The Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship offers 100% free tuition at West Kentucky Community and Technical College for courses that can prepare you for a great job in as little as 13 weeks. Get started at workreadykentucky.com.
Welcome back, basketball fans. We are here at Hall's Gymnasium. 95 for the Chargers, 47 for the Stars, 48-point lead. What can we do differently here in the second half, or what would you like to see? Because we got a game in just on Tuesday night. What can we do as something positive taking to Tuesday night?
Well, the Chargers have charged right through the game plan, so maybe you think about a little. Maybe you think about a little bit of working against the press in practice in case you see it again, something like that. Then I think, though, maybe you just start looking at the positive stuff.
Exactly.
And you say, okay, Fleming, despite being 6 foot even, has played much, much taller than that down low.
Absolutely.
Really Hicks, same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Rebounding against a lot taller opponents down there. That's a good sign for the upcoming games.
Not many games we're going to we're going to be taller than the opposing team.
No,
so we got to work on the other things.
Definitely. You got to – they're playing inside out here. It's they've gotten a little bit of mileage out of going inside out.
Yep.
Maybe that's something where they stay disciplined and try to play that way.
Yep. And Hicks has been he's been a bright spot. You know, he may have had a nice, where he protected the basketball, went it up and under for a reverse layup not a few possessions ago.
Yeah.
Going to the free throw line now. So good for him. And again, those nice yellow shoes, that might be part of it.
That can't be hurting anything. You've got to at least feel faster.
I would
feel like you could jump a couple of inches higher.
I would think that would make me a lot faster, absolutely. Or make me want to run faster anyways.
I do think one thing Coach Chumbler is going to ask of them, though, is to close out on those shooters.
Exactly.
There have been too many wide open opportunities from those corners, and we're not really playing a defense that would prohibit you from getting out there. Maybe the lack of those 11th and 12th players against a pressing team like this, maybe just a little bit of fatigue.
Yep. Good job by Alex Van Hook. Nice little three.
That's maybe another bright spot here, too. That little shot he hit from the elbow.
7 points.
That three-pointer there. This may be something you could run a little offense through.
Good rebound there by Jamison Hicks. He's had some valuable minutes here. It's not like it's, this is still number 15 started a basketball game. He's their 6'10" big guy. So James Hicks is still battling right there with him.
Yeah, no, he's not going to just let him have his way down there.
There it goes.
Or maybe he will. Oops. Maybe the luck finally ran out.
There's a dunk. I wonder how many dunks they've had tonight. Have it 10 dunks, you think?
It's been a whole heap. Let's put it that way in West Kentucky talk, a whole heap of dunks. Most of them have been out in transition. They haven't been just through the heart of the defense like that. But, again, the press is where that all starts. They get that turnover out of the press, and then it's just off to the races. And it's looking like the Los Angeles Chargers with Phillip Rivers connecting with Keenan Allen down there in the end zone.
Just over 6 minutes ago here in the second half. All but over. But still,
are we allowed to say that? I mean, like mathematically, could you score enough points in 5 minutes?
I don't know.
This comeback?
I don't know. If they keep shooting like that, I might say no. That's his fourth three-pointer of the game. 9 threes as a team. Another bucket by James Hicks. Hicks, a bright spot.
Hey, he's going to work down there on that low block. He brought that lunch pail.
Good defense.
Oh, that was a tremendous defensive play.
Sure was.
Laid out his body, got his hand on that ball, tipped it away, denied that pass. That's another way that they can maybe combat something like this in the future.
It's a good defensive effort there by Jamison.
Yeah, maybe that other team can go over the top, but maybe you don't let them have anything below the shoulders.
Ben Bell with the open three. I think Jamison might have hit him a little bit there. Knocked him out of bounds.
Once again, though, that's just a matter of height. We're talking about Whitmore there at 6'5", and then the Stars they got Fleming in there at 6 foot. Hicks is probably going about 6'2" or 3.
Gene Holmes, his first three. The 10th for the Chargers. Alex Van Hook. Nice little move, step back.
Yeah, he's looking good on that shot. It didn't drop, but it's looking good.
Good effort there by Jonathan Rogers.
You know what? Pound for pound on the offensive glass.
Right.
I mean, for what the Creator gave him, he is in there
He's really trying.
Trying to grab that offensive board.
We list him as 5'9". Good job. He is here from Paducah, Kentucky. Looking to make it 2 for 2 at the free throw line.
A little hustle for the hometown crowd
That's
to sink their teeth into. Probably won't end up with the W, but maybe we can get on
always find some bright spots everywhere.
Get on the column, the H column for hustle.
That's right. Absolutely. Ben Bell thought about it inside. Nice passing here by the Chargers, being very unselfish. A wide open 3 for Ben Bell.
Once again, Columbia State is just eating every single morsel of those offensive rebounds.
Every part of it.
There is nothing left on the plate.
Another turnover. And score there by number 3, Quay Brown. His first basket of the game. And now I believe everyone has scored Ben Bell has not scored yet for the Chargers.
He's out there, though. He's going to give it a try.
Dre Smith for that last 3. He's up to 7 points now. There's Ben Bell, number 12 on your screen.
The ball movement has been really nice these last couple of possessions.
Very impressive.
Rogers just about did a Dr. J-like move down there, but he will go to the foul line for the reward.
You have to have good body control to have something like that, to even get it close to the basket.
Oh, that was nice. Really, really smooth-looking play. Just didn't quite roll in there at the end.
He was just 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Make it 2 for 3. Good-looking stroke.
Looking to go to 75% for the game. And he did.
44-point lead for the Chargers. West Kentucky still playing the 2-3 zone here. See if we can keep on the 1 possession right here. That'll be my little goal for us. Only allow 1 shot. Even if we can get maybe steal before them. Now let's get the rebound here.
Mission accomplished. They only had 1 shot.
They've hit a bunch of threes.
They sure have. They're doing it inside. They're doing it outside. They're doing it every which way but loose.
Alex Van Hook wanting a screen. I think he called for a screen. Jonathan Rogers with the 3-pointer.
So at what point do we see Dylan Richards out there? We haven't seen him yet.
We have not.
And I'm kind of thinking, maybe with this kind of lead, you get him out there, get him a couple of minutes.
Exactly. Nope, Dylan Richards. He's number 20. He's number 20, right? Yes.
Yeah, number 20.
There's a dunk. There's number 20.
That's a number 20, but it's the 20 in green, and that is another jam for Whitmore. Columbia State sensing the victory here.
Absolutely.
They got a lot of smiles, a lot of giggles.
Yeah, we're down here by their bench. They're all pretty happy. It's going to be a nice little bus ride back home for them, ain't it?
Yeah. Maybe stop by Pizza Warehouse on the way out of town. see if Ball's still around.
That's right. Gene Holmes with another basket. 51-point lead for the Chargers. Dre Smith with a 3-pointer. Off the mark. Number 24. Here's an alley-oop. Ooh, that was pretty. Quay Brown, 7 points.
That was a great-looking play right there. A little alley-oop jam. 2-on-1 fast break action.
Just somebody can get open. You know, in times like this, even for Columbia State, these are some players that might not typically get to play in a close game, and they're trying to, like, hey, Coach Neal, I want to play. And, you know, that was a nice alley-oop pass there.
On this squad, I bet playing time is a little hard to come by.
Exactly.
So that's a great point.
You probably have your first top 7 or 8, and then who gets playing time after that?
Yeah. If you're that 10th man on the bench for a team like Columbia State, you would want to show a little something here.
In a time like this, you get to show your coach, hey, I want to play.
That's it. So now McFarland's got to get a chance to work on his foul shots a little bit, a little foul shooting practice.
He is 3 for 7 tonight, so we need to work on just a touch.
Okay, maybe we can get over 50% for Al.
There we go. At 50% now, 4 for 8. There we go.
All right, another little goal.
Yep.
Baby steps.
Positive, that's right.
Building
Absolutely.
towards this semester in the new year.
As we only have just a few more home games left, I know that the next one will be on January 8th, this Tuesday night at 7 o'clock as we play Dyersburg State. And I'm not 100% sure when the next one is. Probably not until February. I'm not sure. I think that's going to be called a walk.
I thought there might have been 4 or 5 or 8 steps in that little move. Unless you're Patrick Ewing, you're not going to get away with that.
You're not going to get it. You're not going to get that call. Jonathan Rogers brings across the timeline. Over to Bell. They're still in the man-to-man defense. Just a minute left. Nice little step back there for Bell.
Bell decided, hey, I've had all these layups. Why not shoot a 3?
Exactly. I believe that's his second for the game, I believe. But majority of his baskets has been come in the paint. Number 3 again, that's Quay Brown.
Nifty little turnaround for Quay there.
9 points.
And just run out the last of these seconds. See if we can get a couple of stat stuffing moments in here at the very end. Make the game look a little better statistically.
That's right. It's a 50-point game right now. Is my math correct?
Looks pretty good to me.
50-point game. I'm sure they will not shoot again. This is going to be 115 to 65. We definitely see some improvements the Stars can work on. We've definitely seen some things we can build on, but be also some positive things to go forward as well.
And the next team surely won't be this tall.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not.
We can get in there and look at that roster, but
because that was really a big-time advantage the Chargers had here this evening.
Yeah.
We will take a little break, and we'll be back with some post-game action. You're watching WKCTC Basketball Action.
My name is Jessica Schmerda, and I go to West Kentucky. A year ago, I was in a dark place, and West Kentucky has really helped me to become a better person, being a single mother with 2 children. I realized that working in that dead-end job was not going to make it, so I'm doing this for my children, and with the faculty and staff here, they have helped me tremendously. Every day, I'm a new person. Every day, I'm able to grow better and stronger inside and out. Where I was last year is not who I am today. Welcome back, basketball fans. We're here with the head coach, Coach Chumbler. Coach,
little, we hard-fought game. And the scoreboard's going to be a little lopsided here this evening.
Right.
But, I can take a lot of things that we did well this evening. Starting with one, Jamison Hicks. He played great.
The emergence of Jamison Hicks is huge for us. And Jay Shad Fleming also.
Exactly.
And Al had 9 points and 9 rebounds last night. But honestly, Jamison and Shadi have been our 2 most consistent players the last 2 nights. And I really believe Jonathan Rogers, the kid we just brought in.
Yes.
He
had some bright spots.
Yeah, he really is. And he one we may be able to develop into that point guard we really need right now. We need a point guard in a bad way right now.
Especially when a team like that is going to pressure so much too.
Right.
We've got the ball in the middle and broke it pretty easily.
Oh, we've got a great set against the press, and we can beat any press with it. But when we create a turnover, we've got to do a better job of not turning it right back over. And we don't take advantage of those situations. But, I hate that saying, trust the process.
No.
This is going to be a process.
Absolutely.
And
it will be.
We just have to, play the hand we're dealt.
And that's the thing. Look, hey, this week, that you played last night, you played today, you play again Tuesday. That's what this team needs. Play with each other.
They really do, especially a kid like Jonathan Rogers. I think Jonathan's going to get more comfortable with playing time.
Exactly.
Shadi's just getting back to where he was before he got hurt. He ruptured an Achilles, and we forget that sometimes. And, we'll get there. It's just going to take some time. We're not real deep right now.
Exactly.
We have to play completely opposite than you guys have seen my teams play in the past.
Yep.
We're in the old 2-3 laid back there, and
you don't see that too often.
No, and we just have to right now due to numbers, or else we're in foul trouble and we don't have enough to put on the floor.
Exactly. Hey, we played Dyersburg State Tuesday night, 7 o'clock here at Hall's Gymnasium.
Right.
What can you tell us a little bit about them?
Hey, I'd much rather watch them than play. They're a very fun team to watch. They're the 7th highest scoring team in the country. They shoot more threes than anybody in the country. And make the second most. They're a good basketball team. It's the best Dyersburg State team that I've seen since I've been here.
Wow. That's saying a lot then.
Hey, they're good.
A lot.
Hey, they're very good. Yeah.
We play them down at their place. Got beat by 15, you said earlier. So we'll just play them here and beat them by 15.
Well, let's hope so. At 2-3 may be a little rough against them, but hey, we got to do what we got to do.
Coach, we'll see you Tuesday night, okay?
All right,
Thanks for coming on the show. You're watching WKCTC Basketball Action.
All right, thanks.
At West Kentucky Community and Technical College, we offer online classes that are flexible, affordable, and fit your life. Classes to help you make a better life for yourself and your family.
Half of the classes that I took at WKCTC were online. I took those because they were convenient, because they allowed me to go at my own pace, and they allowed me to work.
Online classes can allow you to start or advance your education while you are still working or taking care of your family.
I would say to people that are motivated and disciplined to definitely take some online classes at WKCTC.
Welcome back, basketball fans. We're here with Jashad Fleming. He is from Union County. If you know me, I'm from Webster County, and a lot of people from Paducah area, Jashad, they're Region 1, Region 1.
Yes, sir.
Well, when you think about Region 2, you think about some big rivalries.
Yep.
That's Union County and Webster County. And they played last night, and your team came out ahead.
I know they got a lot of young talent. New guys, too.
When did you graduate from Union County?
2014.
2014. Okay, I was just 12, so I was just a couple of years older than you.
Yep.
So I remember playing against you. We played against other. Yeah. But anyways, now you're still playing, and I'm just over here now.
Yeah.
So you had a great game here this evening. Hit you a couple of threes. Looking pretty good out there.
Yeah, I'm just coming off of an Achilles injury, and I'm just trying to, gain my confidence.
Did you play a single game last year?
Just one game.
Just one game?
And maybe like 4 minutes.
Yeah. And so you're just now getting your blood flowing again now, man. That's awesome. Well, it's good to see you back out there on the floor. And, hey, tough competition tonight, huh?
Yep.
Hey, big, huh?
Big guys, and we got smaller numbers.
That's right.
Yeah.
After the break, we lost a lot of our players. So people like you, some other people like James and Hicks stepped up big tonight. So we're going to continue doing that. Hey, what can you tell me about Dyersburg State? We've already played them once. What can you remember about them?
They just shoot the ball. They run and gun. Get it out the basket.
Coach Chumler said a lot of threes.
Yeah, a lot of threes.
So you shoot a lot of threes for me Tuesday night, okay?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right, well, good luck to you Tuesday, and we'll see you then, okay, buddy?
All right, thanks.
All right, you're watching WKCTC Basketball Action. We'll be right back with somebody.
Albert.
You're watching WKCTC Basketball Action. Welcome back, basketball fans. We got the headset on, Mr. Al McFarland. Hey, we were just talking about some Region 2 high school players. You're from Region 2 as well, North Hopkins. We were talking about Union County beat Webster County last night, so we won't mention it too many times. Al, you had a big game today. It's hard playing against such tall competition.
Yes, sir, it is.
What can you do when you see that you're going to be going up against 6'9", 6'10"? Mentally, how can you prepare yourself?
You just got to play. I mean, you just got to give it all you can. Play hard, leave it all on the court.
What's that saying? You don't have to, heart over height.
Yeah.
I remember Cody Schultz always saying that. So you don't always have to be tall, but you just got to play harder.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we play again Tuesday night against Dyersburg State.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about them?
First time we played them, they was pretty fast. Well improved than last year. They were a way better team than last year. We're going to have to come again. We're going to have to be ready again.
That's right. You and Jashad's one of our 2 sophomores. I think the only 2 sophomores, I believe.
Yes, sir.
So you're going to have to lead us, okay, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Maybe we'll hit a bunch of threes like they do.
Yeah, definitely. They had a good shooting night tonight, man.
That's right. Yes, they did too. So we'll see you Tuesday night, okay, and good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
You're watching WKCTC Basketball Action. I got Gary McLean here with us for post-game stats. We was talking about it. 16-point lead for the Chargers at halftime. Ended up being a 50-point victory, and it just kind of blew it out of the waters, didn't they?
Just a little bit. I don't know what it was. I don't know. They turned it on that second half, and it was rough.
So a lot of scoring for them. Let's start with them, and not as much for us.
We got Darren Howard had 2 with that second half, 7 altogether. Gene Holmes had 7, ended with 7. Quay Brown had 9, ended with 9. Jaden Stanley had 11 in the second half, 16 total. PJ Grooms had 2 with a total of 3 for the game. Jeremiah Alexander, he had 6 for the second half, 10 points total. Ben Bell did not score. He shot a few times, didn't score. Lorenzo McGee had 9, ended with 21. Jamel Cleveland had 8, ended with 12. Aaron Whitmore had 5, ended with 5. John Bolden, he had 9, ended with 19. And Jaden Lockett, he had 6. He didn't score at all that second half, but he had 6 altogether. They scored 68 points that second half, and we only scored 34. So they doubled us in the second half.
68, 34. How many dunks did they have? I know you
I think I lost count after about 17. They did only have 7 fouls, and we only had 6 fouls, so that's not
that
not
made
bad
it
at all.
kind of go by a little quicker.
That made it a little bit faster anyway. Take away the pain just a little bit. West Kentucky, we had Dre Smith. He had 5, ended up with 7 for the game. Jonathan Rogers, new young man on the team, he scored 3 the second half with 3 for the game. Alex Van Hook, he had 5 with a total of 7. We had Jashad Fleming. He had 5, ended with 12. Lamont Bell, he is our big man for the night. He had 23 points altogether. Al McFarland, you just heard from him a minute ago. He ended up with 6 points. And Jamison Hicks ended up with 7 points.
Thank you, Gary. Hey, will we see you Tuesday night?
I will be here Tuesday night.
All right, we'll see you Tuesday night as we take on Dyersburg State. We'll be right back to wrap things up. You're watching WKCTC Basketball Action. Welcome back, basketball fans. We're going to wrap things up. I got Mr. Brent Taylor with us here for one last time. I want to really thank you, and we just really appreciate you stepping in today. Normally we got Paul Wingfield, but we've had a lot of other people just fill in, so it's just great. Paducah is a great community. Everybody just kind of comes together, so we appreciate you.
It's been a pleasure. Stars basketball is great, and I think people really ought to come out here and see some of these games because it's a high level of basketball right here in your backyard.
The teams that we play are very good, too, and you can see that tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so people's going to be seeing Mr. Taylor around as he's a professor here at WKCTC. Classes start when? I forgot.
The 14th of January.
January 14th.
So you've still got time to get your books.
That's right.
Sign up last minute. Get out there. Get into some of these classes, and we will have some fun in class for the
That's
spring
right.
semester.
Before classes start, we do have one more basketball game here at Hall's Gymnasium. That's going to be on Tuesday night at 7 o'clock as we play host to Dyersburg State. I believe they're the Eagles, so hopefully we can knock down the Eagles on Tuesday night. Mr. Taylor, again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have been watching WKCTC Basketball. We will see you Tuesday night.